Hi, I'm Mark, and welcome to the weekly Outside Views report on the politics in Asia and Oceania. In the tensions between the US and China, both sides are talking directly to each other again for the first time now. On the second day of his visit to China, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken also met with Chinese top foreign policy leader Wang Yi in Beijing on Monday. And in China's power hierarchy, the top politician is above Foreign Minister Qin Gang. The first visit by US Secretary of State to China since 2018 comes amid deep differences and ongoing disputes between the rival powers, with Beijing also having severed channels of communications. According to US reports, Blinken spoke to his counterpart for 7.5 hours on Sunday, much longer than planned. The US Secretary of State also invited Qin Gang to pay a return visit to Washington. And both sides described the talks in official statements that followed as frank, in-depth, and constructive. However, the Chinese foreign minister saw the mutual relationship at its lowest point since diplomatic relations were established in 1979. Nevertheless, there was speculation as to whether Blinken might even be received by head of state and party leader Xi Jinping on Monday. However, such a meeting would be unusual in terms of protocol and could be seen as a special gesture. And there was initially no confirmation in Beijing that such a meeting could be planned. Blinken is making up for a trip that was originally supposed to take place in February, but was then cancelled at short notice due to allegations of espionage against China about the balloon affair. According to the US State Department, Blinken addressed a number of conflicting issues, as well as areas where China and the United States could work together. In the conversation with Qin Gang, he reiterated that the United States was pursuing a vision of a world that is free and open and that upholds the order based on international rules. His counterpart said, China wants stable, predictable, and constructive relations and hopes the US will work in the same direction. In the heightened tensions since last summer, the Chinese side had repeatedly refused to talk via the existing communication channels, as a US diplomat described. We tried several times to get in touch, but nobody answered the phone in Beijing, said the diplomat. He cited events such as China's major maneuvers in response to the then US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan in August, as well as other incidents between the two sides, and where the armed forces, for example, happened in the Taiwan Strait or the South China Sea. And earlier this month, Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu also refused to meet his US counterpart Lloyd Austin on the sidelines of the Asian Shangri-La security dialogue in Singapore. Despite his own refusal to talk in recent months, the Chinese foreign minister in the meeting with Blinken urged the US to work with China to deal with unexpected and sporadic incidents in a calm, professional, and rational manner. At the same time, Qin Gang made clear demands on the Taiwan question. The United States should adhere to the One China principle, honor its commitments, and not support the independence forces in Taiwan. One China policy means that Beijing is seen as China's only legitimate government. China regards democratic Taiwan as part of the People's Republic and threatens to conquer it. In Taipei, however, an independent government has been in power for more than 7 decades, which today no longer claims to want to represent all of China. So this is a beginning of improving relations, but definitely not the end. So we will see where this goes. And if you want to get some more information what's going on around the world, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.